Hey guys, Infidel 1258 here. Today I have a clip from a recent live event. The live event was with my members only, and we talked about a question that was in the comment section around things I wish I knew when I was getting started. The question was really very broadly ranging. Like, we talk about what content creators are really great in this space. We talk about, investing strategies. We talk about building a deck. We talk about, really seemingly basic or entry level stuff, but I know this is important to a lot of you. And so I'm going to go and I'm going to make a little series on this. I'm going to cover some of my favorite Splinterlanders. I'm going to cover some of my favorite tips and tricks that I rely on daily for this game, and anything that comes to mind and really strikes me as super important for a beginner level, just getting started in this space. Okay. So if you have any comments on that exact topic, drop them on this video so that I can incorporate that into kind of a more broadly reaching, almost manual for this topic. Okay, guys, thank you so much for your time and attention. Let's get into the video. This looks fun. I'm new as of February. Found Bulldog, Luke plays, Jim, and now you, my friend. I appreciate you and your attention to detail in all aspects of the game. I read the lore first. Cool. Played bronze for the last month and then finally acquiring cards. Okay, yeah, that's a great way. It sounds like you took your time getting into it, which is great. That's what you want to do if you want to be patient and prudent. And he goes on to say, is there not a huge opportunity for land purchases? How do we purchase land? Also, I appreciate your video on combining value cards, NFTs, versus buying an expensive, overvalued one. About 7,500 power and need to get 15,000 for silver. Yeah, okay. Any advice on powering up or adding summoners beside Milo or Bloom? Ooh, there's so many beginner questions there. Birds and bees. Yeesh. I mean, the great questions, important questions. It's just that there's so much there. Like, for instance, there's a lot of great content creators you haven't mentioned here. That would be one thing to talk about, that maybe you could unlock some extra knowledge and value by checking out, for instance, Ashley NFT Gaming, who is in the chat right now. You mentioned Jim. Who else didn't you mention? You didn't mention Saucy J, who isn't super active but does some stuff. You didn't talk about Game Boy Ali. You didn't talk about Splinterlands HQ. You didn't talk about who else did he forget? Hawk 21, I think it is. You didn't talk about, oh man, I'm gonna forget some of the names. Version 1. These are all YouTubers that cover this content and do an amazing job at it, and that can really educate you on some of these questions and topics that you're curious about. Diving a bit deeper, it is wise to really be patient with that power meter, and just understand that when the new league, because there's going to be a division in the game where we're going to have a wild, that's all of the cards, and we're going to have a modern format. They're going to be two different leagues. If you have modern cards, which includes Dice and Chaos Legion, you're going to have a different rule set, a different threshold of collection power that's required to compete at silver. And for you specifically, it's probably not going to be 15,000 power. And so it might actually be that you already have enough power to be competing at that silver level once we divide these leagues, which is coming soon. And so if you want to know more about that, you can review in Splinterlands Discord, or maybe even the Time and Attention, my Discord, and you can find the link in the description. You can probe or talk to the community, because people are they'll love to talk to you about this stuff. But you can get answers around when is that division of the leagues going to happen, and what do we think the power meter is going to be. We don't really know, but people will speculate with you for fun. Also, land is a huge opportunity, but it's all sold. If you want to buy it, you'd have to come in here into Hive Engine. No, that's not Hive Engine. Hive-engine.com. And then you're going to go over to tokens, and you, first of all, you need your Hive wallet. So if you bought a Splinterlands account, then you have a Hive wallet. You need to request your keys, and then you need to sync your wallet with Hive. This is an app. You can see Hive Keychain. It's a what's the word? It's an application that you run on your browser, and it stores your keys safely and securely. And then you can sign into apps like Hive Engine, which is an exchange. And Hive Engine, you can buy plots of land if you want. They're selling for $331 right now, which is not a bad price. I really think land will be super valuable in a long time, but it's not even out yet. And so, as my good buddy Jim Morgan will tell you, it makes more sense to buy something that's got utility now as opposed to just buying land and speculating on what that'll be in the future. He said, and I think he's right about this, wait to buy land once it's out, once you know what you're getting, once you see the practicality and the functionality of it. In the meantime, invest that value in some other way to really move the needle now. And that might mean summoners, like you mentioned earlier, collection power, like we talked about, or maybe some really key cards that are going to help carry you. And I think summoners is where you always want to start. This is how I think about it. Summoners, get those in order. Then get your tanks in order. Then get your carry cards. Carry cards can be tanks that can win you the game by themselves. They can be secondary big magic monsters that win you the game by themselves. Cards that can, with no other card alone, can literally change the game. And land, you want to look at your supports. That's the small monsters that usually hide in the back. They do heals and repairs and that kind of thing. That's how I view the deck construction. And if you think about it in that way, you can begin to analyze where your biggest holes are. And then how can you spend a few dollars to really move the needle in a meaningful way so that you go from, an average high bronze deck to like a really successful, bronze deck, or maybe a low silver deck. Okay. And guys, I really need to get going now. I can tell my daughter's had enough of it. But thank you for the amazing question. And I'm going to see if he left his name. He did, didn't he? Let's send him something. Okay, I'll send him 25 too. And then I am going live tomorrow, guys. I'm going to be doing, let's go transfer. I'm going to be doing 2 hours tomorrow night, and hopefully if Jim's available, he'll pop by and hang out, and we'll answer questions and just talk about, I'm going to pick his brain because it's been so long since I've been in it. There's things that I haven't seen, like that Bulldog. Oh my goodness. Almost did, like, they opened 250,000 packs. That's wild. Okay. So guys, thank you for your time and attention. Thank you for your, coming to hang out. Thanks for supporting the channel. Thanks for being amazing. I hope you guys have an amazing night. God bless.